Welcome back to Living Local. Nursing is one of the fastest growing professions, and it's no wonder. Nurses are the backbone of the medical profession. Now, if you're looking for a good career choice that will always be in high demand, nursing is definitely it. And in this segment, sponsored by Black Hawk College, we are joined by Ian Hutto, Black Hawk College nursing instructor. Ian, thanks so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so why do you think that nursing has become such a popular career choice?
Well, I think there's a multitude of reasons. So obviously helping people is a wonderful feeling, it's gratifying, but there's something about the flexibility that nursing gives you as well. So the scheduling is wonderful, the stability in nursing is great, the job offers out there are very prevalent, the pathways you can take.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different options, so I think that it gives people a lot of different thought processes and different ways they can go with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Black Hawk College and what the college offers for those who are looking into a degree in nursing.
Okay, so Black Hawk is great. It's a 2-year program. It's an ADN program, so it's a short track basically to get to boards, become a registered nurse, which people appreciate. You don't have to take too much schooling. The price is great at Black Hawk.
Yeah.
So the tuition, you can save a lot of money going there, which is wonderful. But above all, I think the faculty is great. Black Hawk's faculty is wonderful, experienced. We give you lots of hands-on support. We get you into the hospital setting to really get that experience, and we also have a great simulation lab and teachers at our college right now too.
Okay, so it probably depends more on what path in nursing that someone is wanting to take, but how long does it normally take to get a degree in nursing?
So our ADN program is 2 years. You still have to do some prerequisites, so they could end up being about 3, but usually about 2 years is what it should take.
Nice though.
Yeah,
that's quick. That's pretty quick.
Right, absolutely.
What about online classes? Do you guys offer online classes?
So there's a little bit of online classes. With our prerequisites, there's a little bit of that aspect in the nursing program, but a lot of it's hands-on and skills, so you have to really be there and be on campus to learn a lot of it.
Yeah.
But there are some portions of it that's online.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
That definitely makes sense. You want that hands-on training. Do you find that more men are choosing nursing as a career choice?
So I think so. Over the last few decades, it's definitely come up quite a bit. It's up about 10% in the last 3 decades, actually. And I noticed that it is happening more and more, but I still think there's a higher need for it, for sure. I think more men need to realize that it's a wonderful field, that it's about humans helping each other. It's not about, just females being involved. So I think that it is happening, but it needs to happen a bit quicker, I think, for job demand. Right,
right. All right. Do you think the pandemic put it put a lot of stress on the healthcare workforce, and it seemed that led to a lot of shortage of nurses.
Right.
We saw a lot of that. How has the state of healthcare changed over the past couple of years, would you say?
So I think that it's made people realize, obviously how important our job is. That's always been something people think about, but the way the pandemic really made it focused and really it's an aspect of life that is necessary.
Yeah.
So I think the retention aspect of it has really grown. Hospitals are realizing how necessary we are. So I think that they're really showing up and trying to, do what they can. And then it's also changed the fact of travel nursing too. So they've realized that, it's necessary to be able to move around, shift where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
So there's been a huge evolution in traveling too in agencies as well. So I think that's a huge aspect of why people go into nursing too.
Right.
Because then they get to travel around the country, travel around the world even if you want to, and get a really cool viewpoint of that.
Yeah, lots of flexibility too, like you said. So that does help nowadays. What would you say? How do you say the importance of continuing education? How important is that?
Oh, it's incredibly important. In nursing, we thrive on that, and then we push that greatly because as a nurse, there's constant medical education coming out, new things coming out, so we constantly have to be learning.
Yeah.
But as just keeping your brain sharp, I think that's also a beautiful part of the medical field. Is just keeps you on your toes. You're always learning, and you're there, to help other people. But then it also keeps you really helpful with your friends and your family as well.
Yeah.
But continuing education is great, and it's something that we definitely push for everyone.
Right, right. You're also MSN and an RN, and you're also teaching, obviously. Mm-hmm. How is it working in an intensive care unit?
Well, it is intense, most people would think about.
Right, I can imagine.
It's a wonderful experience. You're there for people, usually in their worst time of their life, and you get to be a part of that growth and hopefully get them back to their baseline or back to, a place that they want to be with their families and their loved ones. So it's a great feeling, but it's hard work. Like with anything in life, you have to work hard for things that are worthwhile, right?
Right, for sure. What do you enjoy most about being a nurse?
Well, I think that the connection with human beings, families, being there for them, feeling that gratification, you know, that thanks.
Yeah.
But just being part of something that is just so essential to each other, something that, you know, we all have to be part of and grow together with. So
Yeah.
there's just something emotionally about it that is just so driving and so and gratifying, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I can't imagine. And even during the pandemic, you were working during the pandemic
Right.
too. You probably made a lot of relationships
Yes,
too.
absolutely. Yep, I did.
A lot of people don't realize that you kind of continue those
Yeah.
relationships.
Yep, yeah, there's a lot of times that we'll see people out in the, you know, grocery store or out and about in the wild, as we say.
Yeah.
You know, and they're so thankful for, you know, everything we've done, and then it's
Yeah.
just, you build those relationships and you feel good about it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
It's all worth it. It's all
Yes.
worth it in the end.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, Ian, thank you so much for coming in to talk
you.
to us about Black Hawk. And again, this segment was sponsored by Black Hawk College. And for more information, you can go to bhc.edu, and we'll also have all those details posted on ourquadcities.com.